Hey, this is Riddle. Welcome back to my channel and my series, Real Ghost Stories. Today I'm going to share a very interesting ghost story with you. And the cool thing about the stories I share with you is that they're all relevant. Relevant meaning modern and tangible. Something that could happen to any of us in the present day. So it's not based in folklore or superstition, but based in real life experience. So today's story, I haven't thought of a title for it. How about if we call it Creeper? Creeper. And this one's going to make you really paranoid. So this is how the story goes. I was young. I was in my, oh gosh, must have been in my 20s, about 26, 27. Yeah, 27, 26. I just returned from Japan. I'm an artist and I was exhibiting in Japan, and I was single, and I met somebody, and we became lovers. And like in the beginning of any relationship, it was all about the sex. So, you're always have a strategy, your place or mine, here or there, it didn't really matter. And they hadn't been in town very long, and they were staying at their grandfather's rental property, which was very kind of the grandfather. So we're at the rental property, and we had dinner, and then boom, and we're getting it on, getting it on, getting it on, and we'd finish our business, and my lover went into the shower to clean up, and I just, I was just kind of covered with funk. So I was standing in the dusk at the edge of the bed when suddenly I realized that I was doing these really weird motions, like stretching and kind of like moving. And what I realized was that I wasn't consciously choosing to move my body in that way. And just out of instinct, I just kind of shook, like violently, like shook, shook, shook. And then when I looked in front of me, I literally saw this figure step out of me and back away until it backed into the shadow of the room and disappeared. And what it looked like, it was a human form, but it looked like energy. Kind of like when the television, when the airwaves are off and you just see the kind of static design on the television screen. And I was like, what just happened to me? What was that? So I'm kind of standing there, kind of bewildered, kind of in shock. And my lover came out of the bathroom, and they said, are you okay? And I said, something really weird just happened to me, dude. And he said, you saw him, huh? What color was he this time? I was like, what? And so I said, well, it's kind of grayish blue, like a television screen. And my lover said, oh, yeah, we've seen him like yellow and we've seen him red. And so basically, they knew that this house was haunted. There was some entity there. And my hypothesis, for years I've been dealing with spirits and having these really unique experiences. And I always try to figure out, like, they're obviously intelligent, they obviously have a conscious, and like, what are they doing? And what I think that happened was, and this is kind of interesting because they say when you're on drugs or when you are traumatized, often when children are suffering abuse or traumatized at a really young age, that an entity can enter the body and like integrate with your soul. And then you kind of lose sight of like who you are, and what this parasite, this kind of spiritual parasite, is like changing your personality and draining you. And I think that I was just so exhausted and just so, post orgasm, that this entity climbed into me and like was probably watching us have sex the whole time, which is really weird. And then it decided it just wanted to feel what it was like to be physical again, and it literally hijacked me. It climbed inside of me and was like, whoop de doo, stretch my arms out a bit. And I'm just really glad that I was strong enough and conscious enough to kick this thing out of me, because I guess that's where possession happens, you know? I guess that's possession, and I wasn't having no possession. And so it was kind of an amazing experience, and it made me aware of that phenomenon, be it having a psychic parasite connect to you, or being possessed, or how some mediums will say, or psychics will say, being hijacked. Yeah, it can happen. It's a very interesting phenomenon, which I experienced. So that's the ghost story for today. Short but sweet, something to think about. If you have any questions or anything to contribute, please leave your comments down below. If they're nasty or obnoxious, they'll just be blocked or removed. But please be intelligent and kind with your comments, with yourself, and with the rest of the world. Take care of yourselves. See you soon. Bye.